I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
And where our other hands are.
Roll the open.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Thank you. Welcome. Let's get started. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. First up today, it's the haircut. I'm not joking. When you see it, you're going to go, oh, yeah. I saw it on the cruise I was on a couple months ago. It is the haircut. We cannot avoid this in this era. It's a new take on the 80s mullet. But this one is called the mini-mullet. Right there. There it is. With long but not too long hair in the back, and then those shaved sides and a shaved front. Yes, I'm not joking. Every young male on the cruise I was on in the summer had that haircut. Anyway, hairstylists say young dudes and even some young women are asking for the mini, whatever it's called. Stars like Austin Butler, Paul Mescal, and singer Benson Boone, they're being credited with bringing back this 80s style. Some things from the 80s should just have stayed in the 80s. Except for Mr. T. Mr. T, that's right, yeah. Now, and if you add some curl to the look, do I really have to read this? If you add curl to that, it's called the broccoli cut.
Okay.
Her hair is nothing but beautiful cauliflower. Give it up for Fallon, everybody. Yes. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's very true. I have a 17-year-old stepson.
Yes, you do.
All the kids have, like the guys, they all have that hair. And it seems like it's like they feel extra loved and special if they have naturally wavy or curly hair, because then they get the broccoli without having to curl it or get it permed, you know? It's not,
I've now said it 3 times. It really isn't a joke, and I haven't had an opportunity. It was a little anecdotal thing that there was no reason for me to bring it up, but on the cruise back in July, I looked at Colin, I said, all the young guys, like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. They all looked exactly the same.
Oh, Colin could do it. He has naturally curly hair.
Do not know.
He would look good with it.
Don't give him any ideas, no. Okay, I need you all to cheer me up today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am, last night was rough, girl. Capital R, rough.
What happened?
Okay, so I'm doing this. Val and I both have another job. We both have radio shows. I know Aaron's going to laugh at me here. I work for this wonderful radio station called My Talk 1071, and we do, and we do this charity event called Project Down and Dirty, and we've been doing it for 15 years. I hate it. I've hated it in year 1. I hate it now, where they make us for like a week leave our families, and then either like 1 year we did a musical in 3 days. One year we joined the army. Well, this year it's like Dancing with the Stars. Now, no, I'm liking you. Don't clap for that. Yeah. Well, now that's all sassy and I'm being funny. Now here's what I'm being very sincere. I don't like to be embarrassed. I think it comes from being bullied in school and being like made fun of in PE and being the little fat kid, and so I have a tick where I don't like to be put into a situation where I'm set up to fail for entertainment or to be embarrassed, and I'm not coordinated. Again, let me have a little joke. all gay guys can't dance, and I'm not coordinated at all. It's just not my thing. Well, I went to our first class yesterday, like an intro to hip hop class.
Oh, no.
And just the visual of me doing an intro to hip hop class, that's enough. But no, but I'm not joking. It was an hour, and I got in the car, and I like teared up the whole drive home. It was scary. I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't get it. I looked like a lumbering, anyway, and I had to cheer myself up, so I pulled in McDonald's and got a McChicken.
Yes, you did. I support that. Okay, I have a few questions. When you do the actual final performance, is it in front of people?
Yeah, they're selling tickets.
Okay.
Like, yeah, at this theater. It's like,
I feel like there will obviously be some people who are natural dancers, but I would guess the majority are kind of like you. They feel a little uncomfortable and out of place, so that's good to keep in mind. And also, did you talk to your partner, your radio partner? Is she feeling kind of the same way? Like
no, they did a great job. They're like, they look like the solid gold dancers, you know, from the 80s.
Do what all the bad people on Dancing with the Stars do. Put them in the front, kind of, and you're like in the back doing some of this, you know?
I just, oh God, and the instructor, his name was Gabriel, he was really good, and I'm just watching him going, oh my God, it was really a vulnerable moment, and luckily I didn't turn the radio on. I just drove home, and I like cried a little bit, and I'm like, I am dreading next week. Like I normally jokingly hate this week of this project, but this year I'm like dreading it. Like I'm petrified to do this in front of people. But anyway, I will work through it. I'm sure you will hear me all next week talk about it. But it's for a good cause. I'm wrapping up. It's for a good cause. I'm going to focus on the positive. I'm raising money. I'm making a fool of myself to raise money for a place called Gigi's Playhouse, which is helping the Down syndrome, the community, the Down syndrome community.
Yeah.
So there we go. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Let's do some hot topics, shall we? First up, Barbie, Battleship, Hot Wheels, Clue. Hollywood has been very busy the past few years turning childhood games and toys into movies because they have no more ideas. Anyway, well, now, audience, prepare yourselves for a new TV series based on the Magic 8 Ball.
Okay. How? What? How?
Director M. Night Shyamalan revealed the project on Monday, saying he's been working on this for a few years. Few years? Maybe you should have concentrated on your last movies a little bit more, The live-action series will use the toy as the centerpiece of a new supernatural drama. We don't know when it's going to air, where it's going to air. Look, it's the 75th anniversary of the 8 Ball. Happy anniversary. It's one of, are you ready? It's one of 16 Mattel toys that's getting a movie or a TV show.
Wow. Wow.
That's how bad Hollywood is right now.
I mean, to me, for me, it feels like it's going to be like Jumanji, where like they have to do whatever the 8 Ball tells them to complete the task or they die. That's what I'm assuming. But
wow, you went you went right to death.
It's M. Night Shyamalan. That's what happens, death. So
I don't know. I guess the premise could be cool, but M. Night Shyamalan, I know I just threw some shade, but the shade is warranted. He hasn't had a really good movie since The Sixth Sense. Yeah. I mean, Lady in the Water is still my favorite movie to make fun of. It is the dumbest movie ever created by the hand of man. Paul Giamatti. It's about an apartment complex with a bird woman in the pool. And then at the end of the movie, you realize the bird woman is Opie Cunningham's daughter. And then she gets out of the pool at the end of the movie, grows wings and flies away like an eagle. And I'm like, I just spent 2 hours for that? Have you ever seen Lady in the Water?
No, but now I'm curious.
No!
No?
It's a horrible movie.
Okay, all right.
Next in the dish, the wait is almost over for the final season of Stranger Things, and On Monday, we got another clue about the final episodes, and people are just all worked up. Co-creator Ross Duffer of the Duffer Brothers shared the video of the episode runtimes on his Instagram page. The first 4 episodes dropping on November 26 will all run around an hour. And remember I told you that people are worked up? Well, some fans are upset. They're disappointed because these are going to be shorter episodes, because reports earlier this year said all episodes would be at least 90 minutes. Yeah, right? Who cares? Duffer blurred the length of the final 4 episodes. So, internet, calm down, Sally. These could be, settle down. They could be longer. Bjorn said it. I said it on the radio. Everyone said it. I don't need TV episodes to be 90, 100 minutes. I'm busy crying and ordering a McCrispy. You know what I mean? I'm very busy.
You do have plans.
I have plans. By the way, apology to the worker at the drive-thru at the Wayzata, Minnesota McDonald's, because she asked me if I was okay. As she handed me, because I'm crying, and I handed her my credit card. I go, "Thank you for my McCrispy," and she goes, "Are you okay?" Anyway.
I love a McChicken. Yeah.
Yeah, is that Jason Matheson?
Are you good?
Why is he crying over a McCrispy? Anyway, do you care if these episodes are shorter?
I'm very behind. I think I fell off after season 2. I got to catch up on Stranger Things.
Oh, girl,
yeah.
You're never going to catch up in time.
What? Not with that attitude.
You have a child to raise.
I know. You know what's been so hard for me to get through? That Ed Gein show. Like last night, we ended the second to last episode. I'm like, how is there another one? This is so terrible.
I'm at 5, and I made the I had to turn it off, or I was forced to turn it off because we ordered Chinese takeout.
No. Yeah.
And can I just give it?
Don't eat and watch that movie.
America, can your old pal Jason give you some advice? If you watch the Ed Gein movie, don't order Chinese. Or don't order any food at all.
That's fair.
Yeah. Or don't order a chicken.
No.
You know, anything that you have to cut through. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. I'm on 5.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a good day, everybody.
Yeah, let's make it a good
Welcome back. By the way, we have on Fridays, Dolly on Friday, Jeff. Oh my God, we have we have this Dolly Parton impressionist. She is, I'm not joking. You're gonna think Dolly is here. She's that good. So that's coming up on Friday. Right now, though, welcome back. Remember yesterday? We remembered Diane Keaton with a clip from one of her movies, Something's Gotta Give, featuring her and Keanu Reeves. Well, last night on the Late Show, Keanu remembered working with Diane and Nicholson on the movie. Watch this.
It was cool for me. I got to shoot a scene Nancy Myers directed, but it was Diane and Jack Nicholson at a table in a restaurant in Paris, and just watching those two legends not only act, but insult each other. You know, she would turn to Jack, "You're just a," and it's, you know, "You're just a blah, 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 blah," and he would just be like, "Yeah, you dirty man." And they're just grinning, but they're just insulting each other with love.
Yeah. Beautiful. Sounds like our play.
Yeah. And just, the intelligence, the humor, but just watching them just be themselves and with the history and art that they've worked.
Best types of friendships. And what's up with Keanu's shoes? Was he going hiking after? Look at Keanu's shoes. Yeah, anyway. Keanu is currently on Broadway starring in Waiting for Godot with his Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure co-star Alex Winter. So that's who he was there with.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. Those are the best kind, I mean, all jokes aside, those are the best kind of friendships. You and I, we just do nothing but poke fun at each other. I mean, that's all we do.
The moment he sees me every morning, he just goes, oh. Well, it's like, hello to you too, Jason.
I come out of the radio room and I go, ugh, you're here?
And then he'll be like, hi, so-and-so, have a great morning, so-and-so. I'm like, could I get a little bit of that reception, Jason?
A little bit. I mean, yeah. More dish now, a new take on the world of competitive college cheerleading. And audience, This looks like a network show that looks actually really funny. We're getting our, come back to the TV. This is your first look at a new NBC sitcom called Stumble.
I'm looking for tumblers and stumblers. Sweetheart, you are a force of nature.
Yeah, I have narcolepsy.
Are you dead or sleeping?
Oh, God. Oh, that looks so good.
It does.
So here's what it's about. It follows a disgraced coach who creates a new cheer team to try to win a championship. One of the executive producers is actual cheer coach Monica from the Netflix show Cheer that we all were watching for a few years ago. Stumble premieres in November after Reba's show Happy's Place with our friend Melissa Peterman.
Okay, that looks so. I am like of the era of Bring It On. Like that is my generation, you know. So that looks so funny.
And I love a good mockumentary like Best in Show or what. So you and I liked Cheer. Kristen Chenoweth is in that as well. And if I can picture someone as a cheer coach, it's her.
It is.
Well, from network TV to streaming, next up, prepare yourselves. Okay. Thank you. I love when the studio audience responds live to what's happening. Let's try this again. You ready? Prepare yourselves. Thank you, Thomas. Because it's happening again. I don't think you're ready for this. First, HBO changed its streaming channel from HBO Max to Max, then back to HBO Max.
Right.
Well, America, another streamer is switching things up bigly. This time, it's Apple TV Plus. Most of us know this logo, right?
Yes.
You guys know that? The familiar Apple brand with TV and then the plus symbol? Well, the channel is revealing what it calls, quote, its vibrant new identity. Lady in the front row, prepare yourself. Here it is.
Oh.
They're dropping Plus.
Oh my, how could they? Oh.
Apple TV made the announcement to promote the streaming debut of Brad Pitt's chicken of a movie, F1.
Okay.
So instead of it being Apple TV Plus, it will now just be Apple TV.
Okay. I never understood the plus anyway, so whatever.
Okay, but here's a follow-up question. Riddle me this there, Samantha. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
What are they going to call the actual equipment called Apple TV? The little box, the little streaming. I have an Apple TV. So what is it going to be? The Apple TV box?
I don't know. I didn't even know that existed.
Well, you know how there's like a Fire Stick from Amazon? The Apple TV interface is called Apple TV. It's a box.
Oh. I just have the app on my smart TV, so I didn't even know there was a box.
Yeah, you can. I've said box now 100 times, but yeah, there's an Apple TV. So what's the difference now?
Apple streaming service provider.
Wow, you should be in marketing. Yeah. No, but I got to tell you, it's
Apple Core.
The Apple Core.
There it is.
There we go.
Got it.
This is these.
That's really good.
This is just these companies need to stop switching things. The Cracker Barrel outrage where they got rid of the man with the cracker in the barrel, and then in Long John Silver's last week, a seafood restaurant put a damn chicken on their logo, and then now this.
That was disturbing.
Quit changing things.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
No, they can't.
Up next, move over, Hallmark. I don't know why I was so upset about that. Move over, Hallmark.
It did fire you up.
Step aside, Lifetime. Netflix is coming for your holiday season because the streamer is feeling festive this week. Watch.
From the studio that brought you these holiday faves.
Here we go.
Comes a new festive trailer every day this week.
This is like the best day of my whole life.
Tuesday, the holidays heat up with a Merry Little Xmas.
That's not weird.
Wednesday, break out the bubbly with champagne problems.
Let's get this party started.
Thursday, escape the holiday rush with Jingle Bell Heist.
Come on!
We should have gone with my idea.
And Friday, take Secret Santa way too far with My Secret Santa.
You want us to make you into Santa Claus?
So come spend the holidays with us.
Christmas.
And enjoy this new batch of holiday hits with trailers premiering all week long. And remember, it's never too early to catch the holiday spirit.
First of all, yes, it can be too early. Number two, you just watched a trailer for trailers. Netflix, thank you, Thomas. Netflix is celebrating Holiday Trailer Week.
That's wild. That's wild.
Where is the damn asteroid? Where is what? We are doomed as people. I can't even put my glasses on. Anyway, yeah, there we go. With a sneak peek of 4 new movies coming soon, they're going to feature stars like Alicia Silverstone, Oliver Hudson, Pia Zadora, and more.
Listen.
The only person that laughed at Pia Zadora is the person old enough to remember who Pia Zadora is. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does look like, now I agree that teasing a week of trailers is ridiculous, but it does look like they're bringing some of my favorite classic millennial stars, Alicia Silverstone, Minka Kelly. I saw in there one of the Tia or the Maori sisters, I'm not sure which one, and then also the really hot guy in the new Netflix movie. You know him from his like 8-pack. Yeah, I'm okay that he's starring in one. That's cool.
But do you? I forgot last year. Do you like these holiday movies? Yes, you do. That's right.
I don't have the Hallmark Channel because I don't have that cable service provider. But I do love that Netflix does these movies. But theirs are a tiny bit edgier than like Hallmark, so that's why I like theirs. Hallmark
can only have like a half a gay person a year. Like they just like half a gay person.
Yes.
And, Netflix doesn't care.
They don't.
Multiple gays, just every type of person in that. Yeah.
You can like be turned on by a hot snowman. All these things are possible on Netflix.
Yeah. A little snow. I'm not even going to say it. Next to the dish. I stopped before I made a joke. There we go. Are you proud of me on that one? Yeah. Next to the dish, it's your chance to step back in time. We all remember this iconic song from '07. That's T-Pain singing about. That's T-Pain singing about apple-bottom jeans and boots with the fur on the song Low by Flo Rida, which spells Florida.
Yes.
I didn't know that until about a year ago. Anyway, yeah. It took 18 years, but now you can wear boots with the fur. T-Pain is teaming with Crocs.
No.
To release what they're calling, no, audience, get ready, row one, unforgettable leopard knee-high boots. They're part of the Croctober collection. The boots will be released next week online. They stand nearly 3 feet high, and if you want them, they're about 160 buckaroonies. Yeah.
3 feet? That would go up to my hip. I have the shortest legs ever.
Bjorn could wear them as pants.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, but T-Pain is so good. If you've not that everyone's going to rush to see T-Pain in concert. I saw T-Pain in concert last year with like Ludacris.
You did?
He is one of the best entertainers I have ever seen. He runs, he's dancing, he's crazy, he's great. He's
really?
And he has so many songs you don't realize that
are his
or that he was a part of. Amazing.
Do you like the Crocs?
No, but I wear them like on the boat. You know what I mean? Like for me, they're boat shoes, but my husband wears them year round and he needs to stop. He needs to stop. Oh, look, there's one guy clapping that he does too.
Yeah.
In every photo we have, like people are like, oh, Jake, he chose those shoes because they're like bright colors. They're not sandals. They're almost like a slide-on tennis shoe. It's disturbing is what it is.
Our boss, I know we have to go, our boss who, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'll change her name, Marion Davy Kessler. She came to work one day and she bought special edition Crocs that were the brightest yellow you've ever seen in your life. And I mean, you could see her coming from 2 miles away. She looked like Donald Duck.
Aww.
So now, it looked like Donald Duck. No, we make fun of each other. So I changed her ringtone to Donald Duck when she calls me. Yeah. That's the dish. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Coming up up in just a little bit. He is a super producer that has worked with everyone. My buddy Michael Levitt is back with great dishy stories, some about Liza Minnelli. Plus, he's going to give us the scoop on season 2 of his hit show, Baylen Out Loud. That and more when The Jason Show continues.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you're having a good day, as our old theme song says. Well, I was excited to have him back for the new season. Our guest today is an award-winning TV producer who's becoming a fast fave on our show. We found Michael Levitt on TikTok. He spills all of the tea about what it's like working with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, because Michael has produced with everybody in Hollywood. His latest project is now in its second hit season. Baylen Out Loud is back and loud on TLC and HBO Max. Audience, give it up for my buddy, the great Michael Levitt.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Jason.
How you doing?
I'm great. By the way, I just want to tell you, you can just refer to me as TV Mike, not TV Mike Plus. I've dropped the plus.
Fallon, did you hear that? Michael dropped the plus.
Congrats.
Yeah. He got that. Fallon says congrats. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here, and congratulations on all the new markets. I'm so proud of you, and it's so
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that very much. We're going to talk about Baylen in our second segment, but let's get Michael always really does have the best dish. If you want a TikTok account that's not about politics or making you feel like you want to fly to Mars, follow Michael. Michael, I want to know, how did you get started as a talent coordinator on the Oscars? How did that come to be?
So I applied for the job, and they never asked me how old I was. I think I told your producers I was 20, but I looked. I was actually 19, and they had no idea. And I was all of a sudden responsible for the biggest stars in Hollywood on a show that was going out to 1 billion people. And it was really the most incredible experience. And I was in junior college at that point, and I had to make a decision. Do I stop going to school for an opportunity that may only come once, or stick to going to school? And in this case, because I had such incredibly supportive parents, they encouraged me to go for it. I did it, and I've been working ever since.
Michael, Michael's had an amazing, that's why we love him, amongst other reasons. Can you explain to my friend in the front row, who represents just, what does a talent coordinator do, Michael?
So you're responsible for all of the logistics with all of the celebrities. So it's the schedules, it's the planning of their travel, it's the call times, it's making sure when they arrive that they're greeted and that they have the right dressing, the green M&Ms in the dressing rooms, and that they basically, you're getting them to where they need to go and handing them off to the stage manager, who then takes them to the stage to make their appearance.
Michael, who scared the hell out of you at first? Like, what, like, grand dame or huge icon? Because you're 19, for the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary. Who just scared you to death?
You know, I was so enamored and in awe of everybody. And the truth is, most everybody is really nice. But I have to tell you, on this particular show, it was produced by the legendary producer Alan Carr, who made movies like Grease and many other huge movies in the 70s. And it was pretty much universally panned as the worst Oscars ever. This was the year that Rob Lowe almost ruined his career by singing with Snow White. And that was the year that the Disney sued the Academy because they didn't ask for permission to use the Snow White character. So it was kind of a big hot mess. And here I was, this 19-year-old, responsible for all these celebrities. And on that particular show, we had two production numbers. The old Hollywood production number, which had people like Merv Griffin, Sid Charisse, Tony Martin, Vincent Price, Alice Faye. It was an amazing experience. And then we had the Young Hollywood number, which was all these new celebrities that were and actors that were just breaking. Ricky Lake, Christian Slater, Patrick Dempsey, Blair Underwood, people like that. And what was great for me was I was dealing with all of them during rehearsals and leading up to the show. And the legends would show up to rehearsal by themselves, no entourage, engage with me, were asking me questions about my life. And the young Hollywood up-and-comers weren't so great. They all were smoking, they showed up late, they had entourages. So I learned early on, Jason, what it meant to be a professional on set. And it was such an invaluable lesson for me.
Was it, Michael? Absolutely. I've said that all the time. Michael, really quick, if I'm putting my years right, if I'm connecting the dots, isn't that also the Oscars? That was Lucy's final public appearance, right?
You are so good. It was. She presented with Bob Hope. I was and still am a massive Lucy fan, and that was the first and only time I got to meet her. And you always are worried that when you meet your legends that they won't be nice. And I'm happy to say she was so wonderful to me, and it was such a wonderful memory. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity that I got to meet her.
We're going to have an opportunity to talk about Michael's hit show because he ain't done. That and more when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Our special guest is my special friend, the great Michael Levitt. Follow him on TikTok, socials, etc., etc. Now, his latest project is season 2 of the hit show Baylen Out Loud. Let me start with this because I want to ask you the premise for new folks. But Michael, are you surprised? I mean, you know, you've been in the business forever. You never know what's going to strike. You never know what's going to be a hit. If every TV executive could figure that out, every show would be a hit. Are you surprised how great this show is doing?
Actually, I'm not. I had a gut feeling. I mean, let's be clear that when I found Baylen, she already had 10 million followers on TikTok. So I knew that she was already resonating with the audience, but she's so unique. There's no show like it. And I just know because she's so magical and dynamic. And I just knew that in this long form format, it would do well. Did I know it would do as well as it has? Maybe not, but I'm really gratified and so grateful that it's connected and resonated with so many viewers.
Michael, can you tell everyone the general premise, my friend?
Yeah, so Baylen Out Loud is a docuseries that follows the life of Baylen Dupree, who has one of the most extreme cases of Tourette syndrome. And it's a beautiful show because Baylen has a subset of Tourette syndrome called coprolalia, which is the subset where you have those extreme verbal tics. And so we're really tracking her life and seeing her quest to live an independent life in the face of this disability. And let me tell you, Baylen lives her best life, and that's what's great. It's not sad. She's funny, she's self-deprecating, and as a viewer, you can laugh with her. She gives you permission to laugh with her, and you're rooting for her. In season 1, we tracked her life as she and her wonderful boyfriend, Colin, fall in love, and she tells her parents that they're moving out. So we saw that in season 1, and the finale was that Colin proposed to her. So now that season 2 has started, we're going to be following wedding planning and all that goes with that, not just for everybody, but for a woman with Tourette syndrome and how that all plays out.
Michael, how is obviously it's so great that you're in charge of this because you're such a, I can imagine, such a great guiding light. How is she dealing with the fame that has come from being on a hit show?
Well, as I said, she already had a lot of notoriety from TikTok, so I think her learning curve was less. I think it's been more of a culture shock for her family, who now get recognized, and her boyfriend. But yeah, her fame level has been amped up tenfold, and it's very exciting to be shooting on location and see so many people come up to her and say such wonderful things to her.
I want to piggyback off that, because you know this. TV can be fun, trashy. It can be a diversion. It can be an escape. But I know you believe this. One of the great uses of this weird thing that we do is you can shine a light on things and people can see themselves reflected back when the universe doesn't usually allow it. I can imagine, Michael, you and Baylen are hearing from other people that feel seen. Am I right on that?
Yes, not just people with Tourette, but all kinds of people with different neurodivergent conditions. And it's been so heartwarming to read the comments, because I feel that the light that we're shining on Baylen and Tourette syndrome has made it a kinder and gentler world for those afflicted with that condition, because people understand it better. So when they come up to her, they get it, and they know how to be respectful and thoughtful. And it's just, when you can make a show that makes a difference like that, I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah, better than any. It's nice to win awards, obviously, but that's the reward right there.
Absolutely.
More with Michael when we come back. Back in a moment, friends.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back, everybody. I have a funny question to ask Michael in a little bit, but first, our guest today is executive producer Michael Levitt. Follow him on the socials. Watch Baylen Out Loud. We'll put all that stuff on the socials. Okay, I wanted you to tell one more little story about a diva, and then I have a funny favor to ask you. But let's start. I said it in the tease. You've obviously worked with so many legends. You mentioned Lucy. Have you worked around Liza?
I have, and it's a wonderful, quick story. We booked her last minute to perform New York, New York on the opening of the TV Land Awards, which had previously taken place in Los Angeles. It was our first year in New York, so what better way to open the show? And she agreed to do it in the final days. And so we thought it would be helpful to throw together a little production number for her. So we had a set that said, I Heart Liza, and we added 20 dancers. And the idea was that she could just show up to rehearsal and step into it, and the dancers had the canes and the top hats. Well, when she showed up, she said, what's going on? I don't need dancers. I'm Liza Minnelli. No dancers. And I was freaking out and heartbroken, because we had 20 dancers that had rehearsed for several days to be a part of this, and we were just trying to figure out how to handle it, and she just wasn't having it. And as she saw the dancers kind of collecting their bags and getting ready to leave, she saw how disappointed they are, and she said, you know what, I can't break their hearts. Let's have the dancers.
Oh,
so we added the dancers back in, and they were great, and she was great, and I love her for that.
That is a great story. One of the things I love about what people can take from your stories is the realization, I say it all the time about our crew, of how hard the behind the scenes people work, and things that the audience rightfully so doesn't know about, and how you guys have to think so quick on the fly when things happen so that the viewer doesn't know something messed up. Is there a story, something about Barbara Walters and the TV Land Awards, Michael?
Okay, so this is a perfect example of having to pivot as a producer. So we were honoring Regis Philbin with a Legend Award. He had just retired from his talk show. And I was trying to find someone to present him the award. And we asked everybody, I mean, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, so many people. And people loved him, but they just weren't available. And we were striking out. And it was the night before the show. I had nobody, and I was panicking. And I'm thinking, who's in New York? Who's in New York? So I write a letter to Barbara Walters via her office through her assistant, and I just said, apologies for the last minute notice, blah, 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 can you do this? 40 minutes later, I get a call. Miss Walters is calling for you. And she gets on the phone, and I said, Miss Walters, my apologies for coming to you last minute. You were high on our list, but we first wanted to try comedians. And for one reason or another, they physically weren't available. And without a beat, Jason, she said, so I said they weren't available, and she said, if they tell you they're not available, it means they're not interested. What time are you sending the car? And I just went, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And she showed up to the set, and I went up to her in the green room, and I said, I'm Michael Levitt, the executive producer. No need to explain who you are. I know exactly who you are. And I said, great, thanks for coming. But she was great, and she was direct, and I appreciate it, and I loved it.
Okay. Now, finally, before we go, I firmly believe in, I hate bothering people. I don't like asking for favors. This is a funny favor. It's a joke. But Michael knows everybody, and Michael also knows that my two favorite things in the universe, other than my family and my dogs, are Dallas and Knots Landing. They're my favorite shows. I would sell some members of my family on eBay for a chance to, Okay, so Knots Landing stars Donna Mills, Michelle Lee, and Joan Van Ark, 3 women who I've interviewed literally everybody but these 3. They have a podcast. They need publicity. Michael, I need to get them on the show. Do you know anybody? Michael, do you know anybody involved?
I might have some connections, Jason, and I'm so fond of you. The minute we're done with this interview, I think I'm going to pick up the phone and work on that.
Yes!
So I can do. Stay tuned.
Yes, Michael. Oh, God, I love those. I might just cry. I love those 3 so much. You've met, really quick, we got to go. You've met all 3 of them, right? You've worked in one way. Yeah.
They do not disappoint, and I hope I can pull this off for you because I know it would mean so much.
You're the best. We love you, Michael. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
As I said, be sure to follow Michael on TikTok and watch Baylen Out Loud on TLC and HBO Max. He's the best. We'll be right back. We got to get the divas here.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget, all this month, the Jason Show is helping to raise money in the fight against breast cancer. Special edition pink T-shirts are available online at the Jason Show at jasonshowstore.com. All proceeds from the shirts help alleviate financial burdens associated with breast cancer treatment. They're available right now. There's the web address, jasonshowstore.com. And while you're online, book your tickets to be part of our studio audience. Fallon and I don't bite, we promise. Tickets are, well, Fallon does, but yeah.
Thank you.
She has her shots. Yeah. Tickets are completely free. Go to eventbrite.com or the app, search Jason Show, pick a date, enjoy the fun. We'll be right back in a moment. You've had your shots, right?
Are they up to date? That's
TBD.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Yeah, let's make it a good day.
Welcome back. Two things before we go today to wrap things up on 2 topics. First, both funny. Remember I told you about our boss. I changed her name. This is not her name, but Marion Davy Kessler is our... That's our boss. And I told you that she wore these bright yellow shoes one day. And because I'm like the older little brother that she never wanted, we do nothing but make fun of each other. So I called her Donald Duck. And then she has never worn the shoes again. So I changed her ringtone. So every time she calls me, this is what plays.
Hiya, it's me, Donald Duck. Will you hear something?
Can I tell you, it's the little joys in life like that that just make life worth living. I'm telling you. Hey, tomorrow on the show, He's a singer-songwriter who just appeared on The Voice. He's from this area. We can't wait, if you didn't meet him, to introduce him. Colin Bracewell will be here. He is an opera singer, first and foremost, so we're going to have a little fun with that. That's coming up tomorrow. But right now, thanks to this great audience, thanks to you watching at home. If you would like tickets, it's very easy. Again, go to eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show. But I'm just going to say this. If you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.